Hey guys, this video is a little different than my normal ones, which is usually just unboxings. I wanted to go through stuff that I've been reading lately. I don't do my weekly pull isn't large enough to show you what I get every week because it's usually just a couple of books. I like to keep my pickups to a minimum. But one of the new books that came out recently is Crossover by Donny Cates and Jeff Shaw, and this book is fantastic. So the premise is basically, what if a riff in reality happens and the superhero world came to our world, and there was a clear rip, and you can see every superhero that you've ever read in a giant battle. And so yeah, that's the premise of this book. It's really, really good. So if you haven't read this, pick this up. This just came out. Not this Wednesday, but the Wednesday before. This is D versus M, Dinosaurs versus Mars Bots, 1997. I recently recorded a video on that and unboxing it. I haven't released it yet. This is going to come out of order. Firepower is another title. This is by Robert Kirkman and Chris Somney. Robert Kirkman's one of my favorite writers, and this book is fantastic. It's kind of like Iron Fist, but if the main character was Asian, and he had a family, and kind of wasn't a screw up like Danny Rand. So it's a pretty good book. This is the Flintstones. I read this a while ago. So this box here, this is a box of books that I've read, and they need to be filed into my system. But it's like I didn't create enough space in my drawers, so I'm gonna have to rearrange stuff. So for now, every time I read something, I pop it into here. So I have 3 bins here, three short boxes, and this middle box, this is full of runs I'm trying to collect. So here's another book, The Last Ronin. The Last Ronin was really good. I found myself rushing through the book though, trying to get to the end to figure out who the turtle was. So I really enjoyed it. The writing was great. The action was fun. And yeah, but I found myself rushing because I really wanted to know who it was. So I won't tell you who it is. And then so here's this is stuff that I'm currently trying to create runs with, and then I'm also reading We Only Find Them When They're Dead. Number 2. I have so many different versions of this. Let me see. There's an alternate cover, the Dead God covers. I think each issue is going to come with a Dead God cover, like in a different kind of way. What else? TMNT Power Rangers, or Power Rangers TMNT. This is drawn by Simon DeMaio, who's one of my favorite artists right now. So I'm not usually a Power Rangers collector, but with reading, see, here's another issue of Power Rangers I picked up just because Simon, or Simone, however, let me know how you pronounce that. Simone DeMaio. I got this in the dollar bin. Yeah, he drew this, and I read it was really good. So I'm thinking about looking into that run. Octobriana, 3 different versions of it. So here's my turtle run. These are turtles from Image days. So when Image had the turtles, I have that run. And then let's see. And then it cuts to IDW. Mikey's my favorite turtle, so I got him. And then I actually got Leo. Leo was the first cover I got. It was just on a better deal. I think I got it for 20 something, and everybody else was going for 40, so I pulled the trigger on it. So I got a couple of issue 2s, 3. So I have the line here, so I won't show you every single turtle book that I have in Turtle Universe. And then Invincible, starting with number 24. And behind Invincible, so I have Old Man Skywalker I picked up by Daniel Warren Johnson at a convention. Travis Charest, stuff what I drew. So when I was younger, that's what I would do. I would go collect the sketchbooks because I knew they were rare, and I love rare things. So I got a bunch of these. Honestly, I wish I never stopped doing it. So I think around 2010 is when I stopped collecting sketchbooks. So I have a bunch of Jim Lee ones. Jim Lee got on. Jim Lee's first off, Jim Lee's my favorite artist. But once he saw that this was kind of the thing, he went crazy. He released like 3 sketchbooks in 1 year. and people usually do 1 a year. And so these 3 books came out like, I think they were all available. Let me see. Yeah, see, look, I think this one and this one came out the same year. And then there's a variant of it, a black and white one. And I'm such a sucker, I own all of them. J. Scott Campbell. Another one. Another one. Campbell did the same thing. So he has this 2017 one. I think it has a couple of different colors. And I own multiple. So yeah, here's this one. This one's a different color. I thought there was a red one. Shoot, you know what? I think gosh, I hope I didn't sell. I swore I had a couple of different J. Scott Campbell ones. I hope I didn't sell them. Dustin Wynn. There's a Dustin Wynn one. This one's pretty old. This, I think it's around that same time. But what was cool about this is I asked him if he could draw me a head sketch. Like I was trying to get a commission from him for one of my characters. At the time, he was DC exclusive, I believe. So he couldn't do a commission for me that I could use as a cover for my book, but he did draw me a head sketch of one of my characters. Adam Hughes, I think I did sell, man, what a dummy. I think I sold a couple of the older J. Scott Campbell sketchbooks. I think I just needed to make a couple of bucks, and at the time I wasn't into comics as much. Scott Williams, that's Scott Williams. I don't know if Scott Williams ever did another one. Oh, nope, here it is. Okay, so this is the one I was just like, where's that one? And this one's older. This is... It says 2000. His signature says 2006. Does it say? It doesn't say on the sketchbook what year this is, but I'm pretty sure it's a 2006. Campbell does have a tendency to release stuff like older works, but I don't think the cover for a sketchbook would be old. So I think that's the 2006 sketchbook. Okay, so that's my run box as well as sketchbook box. I picked up this week Punchline #1. I haven't read this yet, so I don't know how good it is. And what else did I grab? We only find them when they're dead. That's what I picked up recently. Okay, so back to these stuff I'll find in like dollar bins or something. I'm putting a run of Luther Strode together. This is an older book. A friend was borrowing it. Okay, so this is another book I picked up recently. The Devil's Red Bride. The art was good. I wasn't as intrigued with the story as I was hoping. It was a iFanboy pick of the week. And usually I'm online with a lot of their tastes. Like I find we don't always like exactly the same thing, but for the most part they have some good taste. So I thought this would be a good book for me. Unfortunately, it didn't snag me. Maybe I'll pick up the second issue and it'll hold my interest, but we'll see. And I'm a sucker for alternate covers. So this one looked good. Just the composition looked good, and this one looked cool too. So I grabbed that. Harley Quinn, Batman White Knight Harley Quinn. This series is really, really good. Matteo Scalera is the artist on it, and his style is close enough to Sean Gordon Murphy's that you would swear you're reading like a Batman White Knight book. And I do love Matteo Scalera, so this is a really good book. If you haven't been reading that, check that out. More dollar bin stuff. Prez, kind of timely. It's funny. It's by Mark Russell, who I really, really enjoy. So I started reading that. And this is Scumbag. This is by Rick Remender. Rick Remender is another one of my favorite writers right now. This is a really fun book. The premise of this book is, what if a kind of like a roadie drunkie, a roadie drunk druggie took the superhero syndrome, super soldier serum. Hello, I can't speak today. So it's really fun. It's a fun story. The art is really, really dope. Like, it has this painted quality. So this cover here is pretty accurate to what the art on the interior looks like. It's just all painted interiors. Okay, and then this is a book I've had for a while, Slots. This is by Dan Panosian. I was trying to remember if there was a writer on the series. Dan Panosian writes and draws this series. It's a beautifully done book. I've had it for a while, but a friend was borrowing it. I actually got these Spider-Man books. These are old. I got these from a buddy. He was clearing out his collection, so there's a bunch of Spider-Man, Civil War stuff in there. Okay. Tales of the Horgasm. A couple of my studio mates have stories in this book, so I picked this up. And along with another one of the artists is a friend of the group. So we picked that book up. Warhausen, that's a Kickstarter book. This was a dollar bin book. And it's, yeah, I just need to organize it. Okay, so here's another Mark Russell book. So this is The Wonder Twins. And I think Mark Russell is probably one of my favorite writers too. Now that I'm thinking about it, I had 3 different Mark Russell books in here. And so his stuff's always fun. So he revamped The Wonder Twins. And Stephen Byrne is the artist on it. And so it's fun. It's a fun series. So I think that's it. And then my buddy gave me X-Force '1. He didn't. All right, that's it. It's so that's the stuff I'm currently reading. And yeah, I'll flip through the box that is stuff I need to read. So this is my process right now. We all have those stacks of books that we're trying to read and get through. And so my process is this three bin process, using the word process a lot. So as you can see, I have way more to read than I have read. So, but slowly but surely, I'm getting through it all. All right, see you guys in the next one. Oh yeah. Catchphrase.